We've got 4 young passengers coming in today. 3 of them Canadian passports and one of them has a Dutch passport, all travelling from Canada.
I need you girls to come around this way and your bags.
They have come to the officer's attention due to a few very unusual details that were noticed when they passed through the primary line to get their visas and passports checked.
One of the first things I noticed, they're here for 10 days, but each passenger has got 2 huge suitcases. That straight away is a little bit unusual. They're only 10 days, why do you need that much luggage?
The 4 young travellers are now being questioned at separate benches, so officers can cross-check their stories.
Okay, just need to ask you a quick couple of questions in regards to your card and your baggage.
The passengers are telling us that they're friends, but when you really get down to questioning them, they don't really know each other that well. There's some sort of distant links. They know of someone, they met someone 3 months ago. So that sounds a little bit unusual.
So you're saying that you met it 6 months, you planned this 6 months ago?
Well, we had talked about it 6 months ago.
And you just met your friend 6 months ago?
Yeah, because Tyrell asked her to go.
Normally people get a little bit nervous and she's quite talkative, telling us how much she loves Australia, why she wants to come out here, but can't give us too much detail about what she's going to do here.
And your parents, how do they feel about you coming out?
They didn't want me missing school, but I'm only taking 2 classes, so it's not like really that big of a deal. But they were excited for me because this is like a trip of a lifetime.
And you're planning on doing some homework here?
Oh yeah.
A swab is now taken to test for traces of any illicit substances.
Have you been in contact with anything recently?
No.
Do you use any recreational drugs?
No.
You don't?
The test is negative, but a shocking development has occurred when a bag belonging to one of the male travellers is x-rayed and indicates that there could be a massive concealment.
So you're here for a week and then you're going to Sydney?
Yeah,
How are you getting to Sydney?
we're flying.
So whereabouts did you guys stay in Thailand?
We stayed at the Majestic Grand Hotel.
Do you know anyone in Thailand? Did you meet up with anyone?
No.
It's hard to tell if the story is legitimate, but an x-ray of one of the men's bags may give the answer officers are looking for.
So we just ran Dave's passengers' bag through the x-ray. It looks like we might have something here because all the orange sort of matter here. Orange means organic material. It's a bit unusual that all this organic material is in the bottom of this suitcase.
A quick inspection under the lining is another strong indication of a concealment.
You can see just with the bag, this has kind of been put in and just like the manufactured tape over the top of it just to hold it together.
Because the indicators are so strong that there is a concealment in the bag, Officer Craig has another concern.
All 4 passengers are presented with similar shaped large suitcases. They've come on the same ticketing. I'm concerned that they're all carrying narcotics today, so I want the guys to go and issue them a caution and make sure all the passengers understand their rights.
You may communicate with or attempt to communicate with a legal practitioner. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Do you wish to do so?
No.
The bag is taken to the tool room and the base will now be drilled. This will be swab tested to give an early indication of what type of substance it is.
Has come up positive for heroin, LSD and opium.
Between the group, they have 8 bags, but this could be just a ploy to hide one loaded bag amongst them all, as it seems far too brazen for anyone to bring in so many large suitcases with concealments. But the bags will all be checked to make sure. And the X-ray shows up virtually a mirror image to the previous bag, which has returned a positive result for heroin.
It's just very similar to the other. This is a really straight square. It looks pretty positive.
Now, with yet another bag showing the same image, it means that so far, 3 of the 4 people look to have attempted to smuggle something across the border. But with another 5 bags between the whole group still to be checked, Officer Craig has a very bad feeling.
It's possible now we're looking at multiple concealments here.
They've all got 2 each and everyone looks the same like this. It's like a normal base of a suitcase, but it's thick
And if you look closer, it's like they put a mould down and then put a felt lining around the outside to make it look normal. But the bags are heavy and these are thick. It's going to be a big concealment.
A bag from each person is drilled, and the white powder which is extracted is examined using a narcotic test kit.
And it's gone from a green to a dark blue, which would indicate that presumptively the substance in the suitcase would appear to be heroin.
Despite the large concealments found in their baggage, all of the young passengers are managing to remain very calm given the circumstances.
She's pretending like she doesn't know what's going on. It appears that she's trying to be, I don't know what's happened, I don't know why we're here, I don't know what's going on.
While the bags continue to be inspected, an eagle-eyed officer has noticed a small clue.
See the number?
Oh, okay.
It's probably like a 2.
Yep.
We discovered that bags appear to be numbered. It may indicate that there may be a series or a number of bags associated with this possible importation.
And it leads to the sudden realisation that there could be a major problem.
If all these bags are from the one syndicate, have we got them all? If I got number 10 and I've only got 8 bags here, am I missing a couple of bags somewhere?
Do you take this as a 7?
Yeah, 7, say 7.
Should be 8, yeah? 2 each bag, 4 bags.
There is also the enormous task to drill and test every bag, plus meticulously document all the details of this huge crime. This will help with the pending criminal prosecution and also assist any further investigation into who the ringleader is and possibly link the group to a bigger international crime syndicate.
I think all 4 passengers have got 2 bags each and all appears to have, we're thinking, similar concealments, so it's going to be a large amount.
It is now confirmed that the bag numbers are all sequential from 1 to 8, and they have all been drilled and tested.
All the presumptive tests have indicated that there is heroin concealed within the base of all the suitcases.
The Australian Federal Police are called, and the passengers are escorted to interview rooms where statements will be made.
Just following this officer, please.
Every bag is confirmed to contain heroin. So the AFP now takes all 4 into custody for further questioning and to finalise the matter.
So I've got a New Zealand gentleman who's just arrived from the Philippines from a short trip. So we've had a quick look through his bags. I've done an x-ray, and from the x-ray it looks like there might be something concealed in the bags. We don't know what it is yet.
The man's reason for travel also seems a little unusual.
He lives here, he lives in Perth. He went to the Philippines for a business trip. He's planning on building a hotel in Perth and possibly Adelaide as well.
Officers suspect he may be up to something illegal, and this only increases when he changes his story.
So far the passenger has said that he went to the Philippines to look at the buildings there, but he's changed his story and said he's more after the service in the Philippines, in the hotels there.
Officer Jared continues to scrutinise the x-ray image, and he now has little doubt that a large amount of organic material is concealed in the bag's lining.
Yeah, so from the different angle you can definitely see something there. So we'll go in and test it now and try and find out what the substance is.
And English is your first language?
Yes.
Because officers believe there is something illegal inside the bag, the man has read his rights and will be taken to a private room.
Would you like a legal practitioner present?
Yes, so might as well.
Yep, it's up to you. You don't have to. It's totally up to you.
Yeah, I might as well if that's my legal right.
Okay, no worries. So we'll arrange for that. All right. So did you understand the rights provided to you?
To a certain degree, yes.
Okay, what didn't you understand?
I mean, what's You haven't said anything.
Okay, yep, I'll explain that to you. So the issue we have is this bag over here, and possibly the laptop bag there appear to have something concealed inside them. It's consistent with a possible narcotic concealment or illegal drug concealment. What we're going to do is we're going to repack all this, search it again under tape, then we'll conduct some testing, test it to see if it is a border-controlled drug or an illegal narcotic, and then we'll go from there.
The man has remained incredibly calm through the whole process. He's even told officers that he's worried about missing his next flight. Once in the room, he's given an opportunity to contact a lawyer, and then officers can begin testing the bag to see if there are any traces of narcotics. But the first test of the bag's lining gives a negative result.
Doesn't mean there's nothing in there, but yeah, nothing at the moment.
The first swab test was negative, but after removing the lining of the bag, a section is located wrapped in carbon paper and layers of plastic. A swab is taken, and this test result is what the officers expected.
This is the end result of the NIC test. We've put a small sample of the substance in the bottom of this, and as you can see by the colour, green means which is what's here, and that's as green as you're going to get. That was instantly went green, so it's definitely a good sample.
Further deconstruction of the bag reveals this is a large haul.
The large grey bag we removed the whole side of it, and there's 1.8 kilos, so there's 2 of those in the bag. So we're looking at least 3.6 kilos in that bag.
And it's not the only bag that has a narcotic concealment.
Plus we've got the laptop bag, which I suspect has maybe at least another half a kilo in it. We're not going to do anything with that. We're going to let the federal police use that as they want. If they want us to test it, we will. And we're still just going through the third bag, and we don't know if there's any concealment in that.
The whole time, the New Zealand man has remained incredibly calm.
Yeah, he's cool. Like, he's just sitting back, just taking notes. You know, he's been informed of his rights, and yeah, even when it come up positive for what we got, it's yeah, he's just sitting back like it's a normal day at the office.
The Australian Federal Police arrive and arrest the man on the belief of importing a border-controlled drug, and if found guilty, he will spend considerable time in jail. For Australian Border Force officers, it's been a very satisfying day.
So yeah, very, very good haul.
International Airport, Australian Border Force officers have stopped a passenger arriving home from Vietnam with her 4 children. They have concerns after an initial swab test of some food she is carrying returned a positive result for the prohibited substance ephedrine.
So what we'll do, so we're going to have a look and make sure that everything is okay. Yeah. I also want to have a look inside the other bags too.
Ephedrine is a precursor used in the manufacture of drugs such as ice, and officers need to carry out a full baggage search to determine what may have caused the reading.
This one, your cosmetics, body wash. Oh yeah.
Officer Rhonda continues to search her belongings, while Supervising Officer Jeremy has a few questions for the passenger.
Right, we might have to open up some of these. Okay, because we've had those drug readings, we kind of need to go through some of your belongings to find out if that was a false reading or if you're actually carrying drugs with you today. Okay, so we're gonna have a look in to make sure it is what it is. So this is coffee. Coffee.
They say tea.
Tea in this one.
Packaged food will be opened and inspected, and while an X-ray of her empty suitcase gets the all clear, Officers are most concerned about 3 sealed bottles of hair products that the woman is carrying. She claims she is bringing them back into the country for a friend. Officers' suspicions are raised even further when an inconsistency is detected on the X-ray image.
Look at that one there. Look at that. It's wild.
It's not consistent with liquid.
Yeah.
Believing the bottle contains more than shampoo, Officer Jeremy opens it and his suspicions are confirmed.
This is actually got something in it. So when we've x-rayed this, it's actually come back pretty consistent. However, when I've squeezed this, it's like a solid brick. So straight away that led me to believe that there's something in it. And if you can just have a look in there, there's a small plastic package. So we're obviously going to have to test that, and my suspicion is that is drugs and probably ephedrine.
Importing prohibited goods into the country is a serious offence, and officers step up the investigation.
I want you to listen to me very carefully now, okay? I'm going to caution you, okay? You do not have to say or do anything, but anything that you do say or do will be recorded and may be used as evidence. Basically, what's happened is I've x-rayed this item and there's a package inside there, okay? It's not shampoo.
Australian Border Force officers have cautioned this female passenger after they located what they suspect may be an illegal substance concealed in her luggage.
As we've gone through her items and swabbed her items, we've had positive readings for drugs. And from that, we've just sort of narrowed down her luggage to these 2 bottles here. We're not completely satisfied that there may not be more, but we definitely know that these 2 bottles here have packages in them containing ephedrine or a narcotic.
The woman will be questioned further using an interpreter, while in the testing room, officers have found another concealment.
So inside we've got a body wash, and looks like there's a dense item underneath it, possibly a plastic bag concealing some kind of other product. It's a little bit hard to tell, so we're going to have to try to get something out to test it.
And it doesn't end there.
With this bottle of what appears to be some sort of hair cream, when I use the rod, it only takes me down to that far. So I feel that there's a package underneath here of some kind, so I'm going to have to empty a little bit of this out. I think this cream looks like what it should be, but my concern is what's underneath here, so I'm going to have to empty it out.
As the container is emptied, it's immediately obvious that it's only half full of hair cream.
Okay, what appears that we've got here is there's some sort of substance down here, and it's been placed in this container and it's been wrapped in a plastic bag. I think what the person or the people have hoped to achieve is remove the contents of the bottle, jar, put the substance that's in this plastic bag, put the cream on top of it, hoping that maybe if customers were to look at it, we just open it up, have a look to make sure the consistency is the same and release it.
The plastic is opened and reveals an off-white powder which Officer Kathy strongly suspects is more illegal drugs.
See that? It seems to be like a creamy coloured. So what I have to do now is trying to extract an amount from this substance to test in our technology.
First Defender laser technology will identify exactly what the powder is, while in the interview room, the passenger still insists she had no idea it was in her luggage.
When we get concealments like this, we're really interested in how they get the product in there. And because this is so compact, we couldn't see any evidence of tampering in the top. We just paid a little bit closer attention to the bottom, and it looks like they've actually cut the bottom out and put a false bottom in. So the bottom there is all soft, where they've heated it up and remoulded it. The same thing happened with the body gel. You can see where they've split the bottom open, resealed it up. This is definitely isn't a backyard job. This isn't someone done at home. This is like a factory style concealment. So they're probably doing multiple jobs like this.
Using First Defender laser technology, Officer Kathy has identified the substance.
I've come back with what appears to be a presumptive positive for pseudoephedrine.
Ephedrine is an illegal import into Australia as it's used to manufacture narcotics such as ice. Officer Kathy carries out a secondary test. If the liquid turns purple, it's a positive result.
So I pretty much say that everything in the shampoo bottles would be pseudoephedrine or ephedrine.
Woody, the canine detector dog, has alerted to the passenger's back pocket. Just go back around to the bench for me, please, sir. Just come this way.
Officers must now investigate this passenger to find out what he has brought from India into Melbourne today.
Okay, and these are your bags?
Yeah.
And you packed the bags?
Yeah.
You know what's inside the bags?
Yeah.
Okay, so do you have anything to declare listed here?
No.
Officer Simon understands there may be a cultural reason why the traveller attracted the detector dog's attention.
Okay, so do you have any flowers on you? Has anyone given you flowers as a souvenir or a going away present?
No.
Okay, so what I'll get you to do is just come here and just pull out your inside of your pockets for me. Okay. Okay. So see this? Parts of plants.
Yeah.
You knew that you had that in your back pocket?
Yeah.
Okay, so why didn't you tick yes to question 7?
It's a tradition to give a flower as a parting gift to travellers. It may be tiny, but can still have a disastrous effect on Australia's environment.
This could bring pests and diseases into the country that we don't have, okay? So it's really important that you tick yes and declare, no, not now. But in future, when you come into Australia, that's what you need to do.
Officers now proceed with a full bag search and soon make a worrying find which suggests the passenger is hiding a lot more.
What's in here?
Concealed up.
Commercially packaged snacks found in his bags raise officers' suspicions because they appear to have been opened and then resealed.
So you bought these from a shop?
I don't, sir, because my bro, my friends gifted. I don't, sir.
Oh, so you don't actually know what's inside?
I don't, sir.
They've given it to you?
Yeah.
The man now contradicts his earlier statement by claiming he doesn't know what is in his bag.
So your friend gave it to you to pack, yeah?
I don't pack it. But
you didn't pack, so you don't know what's inside. We're going to open it up.
Okay,
When I asked you what was inside your bag, I said, did you pack your bags? You said yes. And I said, you're aware of the contents of the bags? And you said yes. Sir, I'm speaking to you. I asked you if you knew what the contents of the bags were, and you said yes.
Got 2 packages here been resealed, right? You should know what's inside.
Each packet contains a concealed plastic bag, and as Officer Stephen checks the contents, the passenger becomes increasingly nervous.
So it doesn't match what you got in the package. You tell us it's snacks, it's not snacks in both packaging. The packaging is totally different, and they've both been resealed, as you see. In both cases, both packaging been resealed.
Officer Stephen discovers the bags are filled with a quantity of unidentified plant material.
Do you know, what is it? What is the plant?
Tobacco.
Tobacco? So this is tobacco?
135 tobacco.
You knew what it was when I asked you. You said it's tobacco. So to me, you knew what's inside your bag. You knew what's inside the packaging, yes or no?
No, sir, I know.
But you knew it's tobacco. You identified it straight away as tobacco.
Yeah.
So you knew what it was.
Officer Stephen discovers the bags are filled with a quantity of unidentified plant material.
That could have multiple plant diseases on it, or it could also have other insects that we don't have.
Loose leaf tobacco is a restricted item and a danger to biosecurity.
This is my friend.
Your friend asked you?
My friend asked me.
So you took that gamble. You said, I'll
Yeah,
bring it in.
yeah.
Why? No, but you could be caught and you could be fined. Why would you do it?
Sorry.
He may be sorry, but what he doesn't know is that making a false declaration over such a large quantity of tobacco can lead to serious penalties.
This is a clear concealment, okay? You've tried to attempt to bring something in that's concealed. It's important that you understand that making a false declaration has serious consequences behind it.
Passengers must declare tobacco imports and pay the relevant duty. However, this passenger's tobacco is in loose form and therefore poses a serious biosecurity risk, meaning it cannot enter the country. He will instead be the recipient of a fine.
You will be getting an infringement notice of $420. You are giving a chance of $420, yes.
The tobacco will be confiscated and destroyed.
I want you to put this into the bin.
Okay.
Right, and then you know it's been disposed of, okay? Thank you.
Okay, so if you can come with me, you can pay your infringement notice.
Just follow the officer to the duty collector to pay the fine, yeah? I hope it's a good lesson to him educationally, and you know next time not to bring anything from any friends or any family members unless he knows what it is, and to declare it on the car.
So just straight through there.
Australian Border Force officers have pulled aside this Singaporean woman after her frequent trips to Melbourne caught their attention.
Their travel patterns appear to be quite frequent, but they're also short stays. So it could be legitimate business or it could be something a little more sinister.
Are you available to come to bags?
A full baggage search will be carried out, but a fellow officer is called to the bench as there appears to be a problem with her suitcase.
So you can't open it?
Yeah, the PIN number is 662. Yeah.
Oh, okay. What's inside?
My clothes and the books.
The passenger is trying to get into her bag. She's having difficulty. This does raise some concern for us. It appears that she may be hiding something, so we need to get it open.
The case will be forcibly opened while the woman is questioned about her unusual travel movements.
In the last 12 months, how many times you come to Melbourne?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure? Take a guess.
Six.
No more than 6?
6, 8.
I have no idea what the PIN is.
Okay.
So.
Thank you.
That's all right.
So every time you come to Melbourne, why you come?
I come for travel and meet up my friend.
Okay. For no other reason? So every time you come is just for holiday?
Yes, holiday.
Okay. In Singapore, what do you do for job?
Teacher.
Teacher?
Yeah. And I got some part-time job too.
So you have part-time job as well?
Yeah.
So if you have full-time job with teacher and part-time job, you wouldn't have much time to travel?
Because now it's during almost school holiday.
Yeah, almost school holiday, but not school holiday yet.
Yeah, I take annual leave.
Her story is not quite adding up, and officers suspect this woman may be up to something.
So we just want to make sure she's not travelling with anybody else.
And as her suitcase is open, it reveals exactly what that is.
Okay, you don't have to do or say anything. Anything you do say or do may be used in evidence. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand.
In Melbourne, Border Force officers are now cautioning a Singaporean woman after forcibly opening her suitcase to make a startling discovery.
In the suitcase, there is nothing else except cigarettes. There's thousands upon thousands of cigarettes, no clothes, no toiletries, no nothing, just cigarettes.
All passengers arriving in Australia are required to declare if they are carrying any more than 50 cigarettes, as a duty must be paid. And on this many sticks, the evaded tax would be in the tens of thousands of dollars.
This is your name?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, obviously question 2 relates to alcohol and cigarettes, okay? Did you have a bag full of cigarettes and you have not declared them, okay? So you've committed an offence.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Yeah, because me and my husband, same days is flight.
Okay.
My husband fly to Fiji, then attending a wedding. So he bring these 2 luggage and we bring these 2 luggage to Melbourne.
Okay.
This luggage.
It's okay.
Yeah.
You don't have to say anything else.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
You understand the caution.
Yeah.
Okay. So you don't have to say anything, but anything you do say may be used in evidence. You understand that?
Yeah.
Okay.
She claims her bags have been mixed up with her husband's before leaving China. But officers notice the woman is not wearing a wedding ring as they turn their attention to her second suitcase, which she also says she cannot open.
I'm thinking that if there's cigarettes in the first bag, there's surely got to be cigarettes in the second bag. That cigarette's in there too? I think so.
The second case is also loaded. The passenger is now escorted to a private interview room where the investigation will continue.
Oh, the second one. We just look in the bags to make sure it's just the cigarettes, okay? And then we count the cigarettes.
It's her 8th visit to Melbourne in the last year, and it seems this passenger knows her luck has just run out.
She knows it's not good. It's not going to be a good outcome for her no matter what.
This cigarette is not belong to me. I'm even not smoke. I'm innocent.
But Border Force officers believe this massive haul of tobacco was headed straight for the Australian black market to be sold for a hefty profit.
There's a lot of money to be made from not declaring tobacco and then selling it on the black market. It's very obvious that this wasn't for personal use, so where was it going to end up? But yeah, we're doing our best to stop these imports crossing the border.
The woman maintains that the bags are not hers.
I think most probably is mixed up with my friends, the luggage, because the luggage is almost the same. I think in China we mix up.
Her story has changed a couple of times. First it was her husband that was flying to Fiji, now it's her friend. So the deception is there.
At a final count, there are 40,000 cigarettes, or more than $27,000 in evaded duty.
So if you grab your purse and all your belongings, our process is just finished. So now I've just referred her up to our border entry team, who will decide whether to cancel her visa.
Immigration officers will now determine if she will be allowed to enter the country, while the cigarettes will be destroyed.